Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be making this dress on your screen. Okay, it's a long dress with two side slits. It has a drawstring on the waist area. It has a zipper at the back and is a cut together sleeve, right? Can you see the stylish neckline? Okay, some people call this dress Sisi Eko. So if this is what you would like to watch, please stick to the end of this video. Like, share, and comment on this video. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I love you guys. And if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment on this video. Okay, so my fabric is folded into two. Okay, we are cutting the upper part first, right? So I'll go ahead to take the length. Okay, we'll be marking 17.5. Okay, why I'm going to be using 11, okay, as the bust line. I'm going to be using 11 and 17 and a half, okay, for the half length. The half length is 16. I actually added 1.5, okay, for sewing and casing allowance, right? So I'm marking my 11 inches, okay, which is for the bust line, and 17 and a half, right, for the half length. Okay, I'm trying to reconfirm. Okay, so the next thing we'll be doing now is to take our shoulder measurements. Okay, your shoulder divided by 4, and the next thing, from that point you take your sleeve length and add 1 inch for seam allowance. Okay, right, so let's take our neckline measurements. Okay, the front neckline, 3 inches, okay, width, and for the depth we are going to be doing 8.5. That's for the depth for the front neckline, 8.5. Okay, so when you are done with this, from that point we marked 8.5, just take note. Okay, so now let's take our bust measurement divided by 4, then you add half inch or 1 inch for ease, and we're going to be using 2 inches for seam allowance. Okay, then on the half length, the waist area, we are going to be marking the waist divided by 4. Okay, the waist divided by 4, you mark it. Okay, you repeat your ease, you add ease. Okay, and then you add 1.5 or 2 inches. You can use 2 inches, okay, because that place is going to be free. Then your 2 inches allowance. The initial 2 inches we did was for the casing. You know, that place is going to be free, so you are going to give enough allowance. So from here to this point I'm ruling now is the length of the sleeve. That's our arm length, sorry, that's our arm length. So from that point where we marked 8.5, I'm going to be taking 2 inches down all the way. Just watch me. From the point where we marked 8.5 for the depth, I'm going to be marking 2 inches all the way. I'm going to be cutting it out, right? I hope you got this. So from that 8.5, I'll connect to the neck width. Watch me. From the 8.5, the neck depth, I'm connecting a straight line to the neck width. Okay, I'm trying to make here not to be sharp. Okay, so now that I'm done, okay, I'm going to connect. This is the arm length, 11. Okay, I just imputed 1 inch for our slanted shoulder. Okay, for our slanted shoulder. Okay, you connect it straight to your neckline. Connect straight to your neckline. Okay, so now I'm going to be connecting the bust line to the waist area. Can you see? And this is our sleeve. Okay, so now that we are done connecting, I'm making it a bit curvy. It doesn't need to be sharp. Okay, it doesn't need to be sharp. So now that I'm done with the front, let's cut out. Okay, so I'm starting from the half length to cut it out. Okay, That's our waist area. Okay, you cut it through to the armpits. Okay, just watch me, follow me so that you can understand what I'm doing. You know, I said it's a cut together sleeve. Okay, so this is what we have. So that's 2 inches that we measured from the 8.5. That is what I'm cutting out. Okay, getting to the 8.5, I need to notch. Okay, because it's a neck depth, so I need to notch 8.5, and I continue up to the neck width. Can you see? So now is the shoulder slant that I'm cutting out. I don't want to fast forward it because I want you to understand it perfectly well. Okay, so I'm done with the front. This is how it looks like. Okay, you're going to be having 2 pieces at the front. Okay, we are still going to be attaching something at the front. So, but for now, let's move over to the back. Now my fabric is folded into 2. Okay, I've measured out 1.5 for the zipper allowance. Okay, and don't forget that we cut out 2 inches at the front. So I've also marked it. Just look at the line. I've marked my zip allowance, and I've also marked that 2 inches I cut off from the front. Okay, so now I'm going to be placing my front pattern from that point where we ruled the line for the 2 inches that we cut off at the front, and the other one is for zipper allowance. I hope you're understanding me. Just watch what I'm doing, you will understand. Okay, so now I'm going to measure to take my neck width. Okay, don't forget to replace the 2 inches you cut off from the front. Okay, so I'm measuring for my neck. Okay, so but before that, let's cut it out so that you can be able to understand perfectly well what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's cut it out. Can you see the space at the front is for the zip allowance and for the 2 inches that we cut off from the front. Okay, because if you just do only your zip allowance, that means your back pattern is going to be shortened. Okay, so I'm coming down by 1.5 for the back. I'm going to be coming down by 1.5. The neck width remains 3 inches, while the neck depth is 1.5. I hope you're getting me. I hope you're following. Okay, now I'm trying to connect the back neckline. I like using my ruler. If you know your hand is straight, it's fine, you can just curve it, but I like using my ruler. Okay, so I'm curving it, right? So just watch me. I'm going to cut out the neckline. Okay, I'm going to cut out the neckline. Okay, I'm going now to cut out the shoulder slope. Okay, that's the shoulder slope. Okay, can you see our back piece is almost ready? Okay, so now for zip bulge, there's something we are going to be doing for zip bulge. So on the waist area, just go in by 0.5 or 0.75. Okay, 0.5 or 0.75. Okay, then you connect it slantly up. Okay, you flush it. Can you see what I'm doing? You flush it in. Okay, so I'm cutting it out. This is zip bulge. We are trying to eliminate zip bulge. Okay, we are trying to eliminate zip bulge. Okay, so now that we are done with this, okay, I'm notching where my zip allowance is. So this is the front. Okay, this is the front, and the other one is the back. Okay, can you see? So now the front and the back. So we are going to be sewing shoulder to shoulder. Okay, just close shoulder to shoulder. Okay, shoulder. Okay, you close the other one, shoulder, right? I've gone ahead to do my shoulder to shoulder and also sew down my zip allowance. Can you see what we have? So we are going to keep this. Let's go over to the down part, then we come back to this. Okay, we are coming back to this. So for the down part, you go ahead to measure the length. Okay, just minus your half length to get the total length of your gown. And we are going to be using 9 inches for the hip line. That is what I'm marking now. 9 inches for the hip line. Okay, 9 inches for the hip line. Now when I'm done with this, okay, so on the waist, I'm going to measure the waist divided by 4. You mark it, you add your ease, either ½ inch or 1 inch. Now because there's going to be a strap, a string on that waist area, so we are going to be adding 1½ or 2 inches allowance. Then before we now add the sewing allowance, that is 2 inches. I hope you're getting me. So but on the hip line, you're going to divide your hip by 4 and mark it. Okay, you're going to add ease, either ½ inch or 1 inch. Okay, then you're going to add your 2 inches seam allowance. You can see that on the waist area we added 2 inches twice because that area needs to be very free. So I'm connecting the waist to the hip. Okay, and I'll now measure the hip. Whatever I have at the hip area, I'm going to bring it down to the base of our dress. Okay, at the hem. Okay, sorry, my camera, this camera. Okay, this camera, why are you not moving with me? So whatever I have at the hip, that is what I'm marking from the hem of the dress upward. That is what I'm marking upward. It's just a straight gown. Okay, don't forget it has 2 side slits, right? Okay, so that is what I'm marking. Okay, so you can just use your long ruler and draw a straight line all the way. Okay, so now that I'm done with this, the next thing is to cut it out. Now at this point, if this video has been helpful to you, I don't know why you have not subscribed to my channel. Can you see how I'm gradually explaining it to you so that you can clearly understand and also try this Sisi Eko dress out? Okay, please subscribe to this channel, hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment on this video. So this is the front part of our dress. Okay, so now I'm going to fold my fabric again into 2. Okay, and I'll place the front pattern on it. Okay, what I'm showing you there is the zip allowance. Okay, so now I'm going to insert the front part on the folded fabric. Don't forget, before you start folding on your fabric, you need to study the pattern of the print or the fabric before you start folding. Okay, so what I will basically do now is to adjust it to conform to the line I already have there for the zip allowance. Don't forget we have a zip allowance. Okay, we have a zip allowance. I've already measured it. Okay, I've already measured it, and that is why I'm trying to adjust this front pattern. Okay, so that it will start from the zip allowance, right? So now on the hip area, can you see this is the hip area, I'm trying to mark it. I'll go in by 0.25 and flush it to the waist area. Don't forget the waist area at the upper part, we removed 0.5. You can do 0.5 or 0.75. Okay, so now I'm going to be cutting out. Just watch what I'm doing. Like I said, I don't want to fast forward it so that you can see how I am doing it step by step, so that when you are trying it out, it will not be confusing to you. Okay, so as I'm cutting, I will take my time to explain further. Okay, what we actually did at that other part was also for the zip bulge. You know, most times the zip gets to your butt, right? Okay, so watch me. Can you see what I'm cutting out? Slantly, I just, can you see? Can you see? And the other one, I had to open it up. Okay, can you see? You will see when we are done with this dress, our zip will be as flat as. Okay, so now back to the front. Okay, so we need to work on the neckline, right? So now we are going to measure from the zip allowance, measure all the way down. Okay, we are going to measure all the way down. Okay, just watch me. From the zip allowance, we measure all the way, all the way, all the way down. So whatever you have, you are going to be making a strip of 2.5 inches on fold. Can you see me measuring the other side to be sure that they are together, to be sure that they are the same? Okay, I had to measure. Okay, right? Can you see? Good. So now that we are done with this, I went ahead to make a strap, okay, that we are going to be putting at the front. This is it. We have two, okay. This is 5 inches when you open it up, but on fold is going to be 2.5, right? So we have two already for the two sides, okay. So what I'm going to be doing now is to take right side facing right side. Okay, don't forget we came down by 8.5. So from the zip allowance to the 8.5 where we came down by, okay, whatever you get there, you measure it just like what I'm doing now. You measure it, okay, and this is where it gets to, so you mark it. That is to say, you are not sewing this part, so your sewing starts from where the chalk is. Okay, so this you have to divide into two. You get the midpoint and you chalk it down all the way. Okay, you chalk it down all the way, right? So but don't forget, we are going to be having a rope. So now on this down part, you come up by 0.5 or 0.75, okay, and you leave a space of 0.75. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see? I'm trying to make a hole. Okay, so you are going to sew up to this point. You stop and jump and start sewing from here and take it down. So there will be a hole at the middle. You see what I'm saying when I'm done sewing. Okay, there's going to be an hole. That is where we are going to pass our rope. We are going to pass our rope from that hole. So now I'm done sewing. Can you see the hole? We have a hole there already. Can you see what I'm sewing? Can you see it? So we are going to iron it out. Give it a good press. Make sure you press at every point. I might not show it on this video, but make sure you press at every point, right? So now we are going to sew. You already know what to do. We are going to sew it. Sew with 0.5 all the way. Okay, so we are going to, so don't forget there's a hole there. Okay, so we are going to place it this way and just watch me. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? You sew it all the way, okay, take it with 0.5 inches. Don't forget 0.5 inch, whichever. Oh my god. Okay, just watch me. I'm trying to pin down. When I pin down before I sew, to make it easier for me. So now I'm done with that. Okay, now this is the down part. Can you see the side seam, the side opening, the side opening? Okay, so I've gone ahead to sew the down part. So this is it. Can you see? So you get the midpoint of the front and attach it to the midpoint of the down part. That is what I'm pinning down. And you get the extreme. Make sure it tallies with the other one. If it doesn't tally, please go and adjust it. Make sure it tallies. Okay? And to the other side as well, make sure it tallies. Okay, if it doesn't tally, please adjust it to make it tally. Then you sew it round. You sew it all round. Yep, I've been able to join the up and the down together. Okay, I've joined the up and the down together. This is it. This is the side. Okay, slit. Okay, so now we have an opening here. Can you see it? There's an opening there. So that is where we are going to be passing our rope. Okay, actually you can add a pocket to this dress. I was so lazy about pockets, that is why I didn't add it. So now we want to work on the casing. We want to work on the casing where the rope is going to pass, right? So what you could do is, if you look at it, you will see that the two allowances, the up and the down, are the same. So it's either you trim off the one at the top a bit, on the upper part a bit, either you trim it off or you leave it. But for me, I'm not trimming off. So you take the one at the down part and fold it towards the upper bodies. Just watch me. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? So this is it. You take, can you see what I'm doing? You take the down parts of your dress and fold it towards the upper parts. Can you see what I'm doing? Fold it this way and you sew it, making a passage, a channel where your rope is going to pass through. So you just sew it round. Just sew it round. You continue to fold it like that and sew it round. Okay? Make sure you fold properly so that your job will be very neat. Okay? So when I'm done with that, I'll bring it for us to see. I've done that. I've also inserted the rope. Can you see the rope? Can you see where the rope is coming out from? I don't know why you have not subscribed to this channel. Please hit the subscribe button. Can you see the value that I am dishing out for you? Just try it out and you will see how beautiful and perfect your dress will be. Okay, can you see? Can you see what I'm showing you? This is the rope. You sew it at this edge, okay? And the other one as well was sewn at the other edge, right? Don't forget we are going to be attaching our zip, okay? And basically, this is it, okay? You just hem your dress and you attach your zip, and that will be all. Have you hit the subscribe button? I'm waiting for your comment in the comment section, okay? Can you see how beautiful our dress came out? Can you see how beautiful our dress came out? Please hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to this channel. Like, share, comment on this video so that we can be dropping more values for you. Can you see this? This is beautiful. This is perfect. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.